We all have moments that feel routine. The walk home from work, the last-minute trip to the store, the car you call to get home after a long day. What happens when that routine is broken? Welcome to Whispers of the Journal, where we explore the moments that change everything. I'm your host, Jeff. Our phones have made life convenient.
Right.
But they've also created new kinds of vulnerability. Today's story starts with a simple, everyday action, ordering an Uber.
Yeah.
But it ends with a question that'll stay with you long after you're home safe. Our guest, Kate, is here to share an entry from her journal that she'll never forget. Kate, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for having me. It's a story I think more people need to hear.
So, take us to that night. What was the setting?
It was a scene a lot of people would recognize. A late night on campus, the library lights buzzing overhead. I was exhausted. My brain was just fried from studying for finals.
Oh, yeah.
And to top it all off, my phone was at like 3%.
Ah, the dreaded low battery. That alone is enough to cause a little panic.
Right? So I did what I'd done 100 times before. I ordered an Uber and went outside to wait. I was standing under this flickering streetlight, just hugging my jacket, trying to stay warm.
Just a normal end to a long day.
Exactly. And then a car pulled up. But it pulled up quietly, almost unnaturally quiet. The passenger window rolled down, and the driver gave me this big, friendly smile. And he said, "Hey, Kate."
Wait, hold on. He knew your name? You hadn't said anything yet?
Not a single word. That was the first thing that made me pause. It just hung in the air for a second.
Wow, that's a huge red flag. My stomach would be in knots. What was your immediate reaction?
Honestly, I just laughed. It was that nervous, awkward humor I do when I'm uncomfortable. I started to step closer, thinking maybe I'd misheard or there was some explanation. But then this other feeling just washed over me.
Right.
Something was just off.
What was it?
It's hard to describe. The car smelled wrong.
Okay.
Not bad, not like smoke or anything, just unfamiliar, an invasive kind of unfamiliar. And I remembered something my dad always told me.
Yeah?
Firm. When a stranger knows your name before you give it, your gut deserves the mic. So I gave it the mic.
I love that. So what did your gut tell you to do?
It told me to check my phone. I glanced down at the app, then looked up at the license plate, pointed. It didn't match.
There it is. The confirmation.
Yes. And in that moment, all the tiredness, all the cold, it just vanished. I took a deliberate step back from the car door, looked him right in the eye.
Wow.
Resolute. And I said, "Can you confirm the ride for me?"
And what happened to his friendly smile?
Dramatically, it disappeared. Instantly. His whole face changed, and before I could even take a breath, the engine revved, loud, angry, and the car just peeled away into the dark, like it was running from a crime scene.
Leaving you.
Just standing there, in the silence, with my heart trying to beat its way out of my chest.
We have to take a quick break. When we come back, the story isn't over.
Right.
Ominous. What happens just 2 minutes later is what makes this story truly terrifying. You're listening to Whispers of the Journal. Welcome back to Whispers of the Journal. I'm Jeff, here with Kate. She was just left standing on a dark street after a potential predator posing as an Uber driver sped away the second she challenged him. Kate, what happens next is maybe the most chilling part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm standing there just trying to process everything. And 2 minutes later, and I know it was 2 minutes because I was counting every single second, another car pulls up. My actual Uber.
Wow.
Different car, different driver. He didn't know my name until I walked up and said it. And getting into that car, the right car,
Yeah?
it was the strangest feeling of relief and absolute terror all at once.
2 minutes. You keep coming back to that. It's such a tiny amount of time. But in your story, it's everything.
It's the whole story. It's the difference between me being here, telling you this, and being a headline. That's the part that I kept replaying on the real ride home.
Of course.
How did he know my name? Was he watching the app over my shoulder in the library? How long had he been waiting?
It exposes a kind of danger we don't think about. It doesn't arrive with a bang.
No.
It just waits patiently.
Exactly. It waits for you to be tired. It waits for you to be cold, for your phone to be dying. It waits for you to rush. Danger doesn't announce itself. It counts on you being distracted.
So, has this experience made you paranoid? Do you still use ride shares?
I do. I'm not paranoid, but I am upgraded. My awareness is upgraded. That night taught me a really simple and uncomfortable lesson.
Which is?
Which is, sometimes the scariest part isn't what happened.
Right.
It's knowing how close it almost did. It's that 2-minute window. That's the ghost that stays with you.
Kate, thank you for being brave enough to share this. It's a powerful reminder to always stay vigilant and, above all, to listen to that voice inside.
Absolutely. If you feel something is off, it probably is. Don't be afraid to be wrong, but don't ever be afraid to be safe.
That's a perfect place to leave it. And it brings us to the question we'd like you to think about. When was the last time your intuition tried to warn you about something small? And what would have happened if you'd ignored it? Join us next time for another story from the pages of Whispers of the Journal. Until then, stay aware and stay safe.